There are certain passages in the Bible that when we come across them, most people roll their eyes or get really annoyed. It can be very tempting when you come across these passages to just kind of gloss over them or skip them altogether and not really get anything out of them. But God put them in the Bible for a reason, and so I think that there really is something amazing that we can learn from these passages. The passage I'm going to share with you today is one of those passages. As I go, I'll give you a few tips of what can make these passages a little bit easier to digest, and I want you to be thinking as you watch this video and as you go back and read the passage for yourself, why did God put this passage in the Bible, and what do you think that He was trying to teach us? I will share a few of my thoughts at the end of this video and also in the description below, but I know that what He's teaching me is not the only thing that can be learned, and I would really love to hear what you guys are learning. So please post those thoughts in the comments below. One of the things that I found that can make genealogies specifically a little bit more interesting is to read them out loud. They are a bunch of names that you probably don't know how to say. Just glossing over them, they just kind of get lost. The letters and words just get lost in your mind and mean nothing to you. But if you choose to read them out loud, it kind of makes the story a lot more interesting. One tip for reading the Bible out loud, when you come across names that you don't know how to say, chances are nobody else knows how to say them either. So when you come across them, just pick a pronunciation and stick with it and proclaim it boldly as if you knew what you were talking about. This is the story of Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittim, and the Rodanim. And these Rodanim, they became a maritime people, and they sailed across the sea and established lives in other places. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabteka. The sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush was also the father of one very famous man. His name was Nimrod, and he was a mighty warrior on the earth. And there was even a saying about him. People would be like Nimrod, who was a mighty hunter in the Lord. And Nimrod made a lot of different cities. First, he made Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in Shinar. And then he moved from this region to another region of the world, where he built a bunch more cities. Mizraim was the father of the Ludites, Edomites, Lehabites, Nephtuhites, and Pathrusites. Chalcidites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites. So one interesting thing about these genealogies is that there are people who are mentioned in these genealogies who are mentioned in other places in the Bible. So that's something that can be really interesting as you read more and more of the Bible and you start to understand the stories, and then you come back and you read these genealogies and you realize, oh, actually, these people, the Philistines, were really important in later stories. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hittites, Archites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemanites, and Hamathites. And I drew too many, not these ones. And later, all of these clans spread out to different parts of the world, and the Bible explains what their boundaries were for their land. And some Bibles have a map in the back, so you could look at that map and see what kind of area these people were occupying. The sons of Shem, Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. This is interesting because Job was born in the land of Uz. So I always wonder if Job was maybe related to this man and maybe he lived in this man's territory. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. 2 sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because it was during the time of Peleg that the earth was divided. And his brother was named Joktan. And Joktan had quite a few sons. Almadad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimelech, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. So this is the story of all of the nations that were on the earth at this time, and how they were descended from Noah and from Noah's sons after the flood. And of course, immediately after the flood, they all lived there, kind of in their same little places in the world. But as they grew and expanded, they moved to all different places in the earth. realizes maybe is not where they were at after the flood. Maybe they were like down here or something. I just want you guys to be empowered and know that it's okay to not have all the answers, and we can learn from the Bible even if we don't know everything. As I'm retelling this story today and drawing out all of these different nations, I'm really struck by how small the nation of Israel is. And it's talking about all of these clans and all of these tribes and all of these people that were covering the face of the earth. And then the Bible, which is a story of the nation of Israel, captures the story of one of these tiny little specks of people. And so I'm just feeling in awe of what God has done, that he would choose one tiny little nation out of all of the earth in order to reveal himself to them and walk with them and teach them how to live according to his ways. I would love to know what you guys have learned from this story. What does this story teach you about God and about humanity? And is there anything in your life that needs to change because of this story? Definitely post those things in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.